chaotic bystanders, and welcome back to another episode of Total Party Chaos. My name is Billy, I am your Keeper of Chaos, and welcome to Arc 3, Veiled Pursuits. I am joined by some fantastic people that are going to tell us about themselves, and also, when you do, tell us today, what's your character's favorite comfort food? That's what I want to know. It's, you answer that for me, and we'll go in the same order as we normally go. Hit it.
Yeah, real quick though, I don't hear Kenku, by the way. I didn't know if it was on yet or not, or if it was supposed to be, but I don't hear nothing.
We're not good enough people to deserve music. What are you talking about?
I suppose so. But yeah, my name is On, also known as Ondolin, and I am the creator of the TTRPG channel Roll D5, ROLE D5, where we specialize in playing indie TTRPGs, and we just added 2 new team members to our team, and so we are very excited to welcome our 3rd Nat to the team. No joke. We have 3 Natalies on the team, including this one here, who I love very, very much, and then we have GM Justin. So if you wouldn't mind going to send them some love and welcome. But yeah, that is me. I play Foxmoth, who was not here last week taking an extended cat nap. As soon as I got into the call, they said, roll a con save. And I said, it would be nicer if you said, fuck you. So we'll see what happens. As for Foxmoth's favorite comfort food, that would be fresh tuna.
All right. Hello, everybody, and my name is Jacob, or JC. I am here to play Dante Smokespite, but when I am not playing a devilishly handsome bastard, I am going for Call of Duty Zombies World Records on my YouTube channel, JC Productions. Thank you so much for having me here. It's always a pleasure to be a rat bastard with all of you, and Dante's his favorite food is, well, if he was being cheeky, he would say something that wasn't mine 5 seconds ago. But actually, it's probably beef jerky.
Good comfort food.
It is. I love it.
Hi, I'm Haley, and I play Ash Smokespy. And her favorite comfort food, I think, is ice cream. Just likes a plain old vanilla ice cream. She likes some sprinkles on there, and that's about it.
What if the sprinkles are cat hair?
Oh, no.
No. She's never tried it with cat hair, but I'm sure it might add a new sort of crunch to it. I'll have to try that out later.
Sorry, Natalie, I cut you off.
No, you're good. I am also wondering if my computer's being stinky, so at any point, just yell at me if it is. No, you're fine. I'm surprised, Haley, you didn't say hydrogen-infused water.
Why?
I don't know. Just a feeling.
It's a TikTok thing!
It would be defensive.
Hello, everyone. I am Natalie. I play Doll, the decaying darling that everyone loves. Do they love her?
Yes.
We'll see. Favorite food? I don't know why, but we discussed this before coming. It feels like Doll's favorite food would be Cracker Barrel, like good chicken and dumplings. But also like a handful of salmon berries would also be very good. They're like orange raspberries.
Does it have to be Cracker Barrel, but out of the dumpster from the back? Like after it's been thrown away?
She wouldn't say no. Oh, yes, I guess it would be. It would be from the dumpster. Yeah. Yes. That's what it is. Yeah. Different lifetimes it would have been fresh Cracker Barrel. But in this current one, from the dumpster. Al fresco. Back to you, Billy.
My hero. Y'all had some wild answers. I respect it. I totally take it. And before we give the lovely recap, we are going to try to make it quick today and talk about our awesome sponsor, into the AM, who gives us awesome... Every time I talk about it, I never get to talk about their actual clothing. So here's their great clothing that I'm rocking on my very body right now for any of you people that are watching. For anybody that's not watching, listening audibly, you can't see it, but it looks really cool. It's a really nice space lo-fi shirt. And I'm gonna I would try to stand up, but honestly, every time I do, it just disappears in the green screen. So you can see this fantastic little... There's a little cat down there too. You can't see him. There's a tiny little cat. It's great. It's like lo-fi girl and lo-fi boy, but if it was a shirt and it existed on someone's body. And that's, you know, it's a weird description, but take it. I respect it. Anyway, you should go to their website and use code TAILS to be able to save yourself some money on some really good products. You can get some really cool shirts like this. They actually just added a bunch of April and May shirts. And there's a really big clearance sale going on too right now that would save you a ton of money. So guess what? You can probably stack that Tails coupon code on top of your clearance items and save even more money. Oh my god! Whoa, cheat code. But hey, you know, do you? I don't. Who's gonna tell you how to save money? Not me. But anyway, before we get into our fantastic episode, let's kick it back to Dante Smokespite to give us the recap. What happened last time?
Yes, sir. Last time when we left off, we actually had a bit of a what should we call it? A intervention for Miss Mare. We brought her into a place where she wasn't going to cause we weren't going to cause a mass confusion, and told her, well, this town and all of its beautiful people in it, well, the town's prone to exploding, and so we recommend that either her people get better at not exploding or move somewhere else. And she, you know, she took that as good as someone who was scared out of her mind could. She did throw up a little bit, but that's fine. Basically, we gave her two options. She either needs to buckle down and learn how to be self-sustaining with her people, or they need to move somewhere else. After that, the three of us decided we needed to split up into 3 separate groups, being as efficient as possible. Doll stayed behind, actually, with the mayor, and told her that the entire thing that we told her was the worst fucking idea ever, and that everyone needed to move no matter what. She took that even better. There is no more lunch in her stomach, and she has early onset Parkinson's now with how much she was shaken. Ash went to go inform Argyle that we would be moving quite soon, and caught a bit of a judgmental glare from our guide. I had the bright idea to go over to a crater, the one where we had closed the first portal, because I was convinced that something was there. And goddamn it, I was right. The portal, I think it was a little bit of light, and when I turned over the rock, the portal fucking ate it and started growing. It was only about the size of a finger to start off with, but it was no doubt growing. And you couldn't put a rock on it. We tried like 3 times. I calmly and efficiently ran the fuck over to Ash, who had met up with Doll, to tell her that for some reason, somehow a portal reopened, and when the 3 of us went back there was a voice talking to us, saying that he could make a deal, cut a deal, otherwise he was going to open the portal and the people were coming back. We told him that he was stupid, we didn't want to open that portal, and then we closed it. However, he did say if we did close it, he'd just be back in a couple days, so band-aid on a bullet hole. We went back to the mayor, said, leave now, and we're leaving too. And to confused waves of goodbye, all 3 of us agreed on, I see that look, all 3 of us unanimously agreed this was the way to go. And we piled onto the cart. Argyle's giving us the best, like, what the fuck are you guys doing impression. And then as we were leaving Pentagraven, there was a man on the side of the road shouting, help me, with someone else floating above him. And Argyle's giving us that look again, thinking, are these 4 chuckle nuts gonna do something? Probably not.
So, Hey, morally gray. That's what we are. No one's a hero. But I will chime in and remind the viewers at home that the point of the entire adventure so far is to head to Tarson Vale to take it over for Orifal, the lovely owner of Moonstone Inc. in the Moonstone Man.
It's gonna be the game where the DM has to defend the characters.
Hey, I would never.
Okay.
Everyone made their choices, and we're doing what we're doing. Before all that is out of the way, well, now that all that's out of the way, I apologize. Ready your disguises. Get out your smut books. Save your ecosystems. It's time for another Total Party Chaos motherfucking transition.
Chaos!
Alright, so let's pick up where we left off. So, you guys are making your way down the road on the Spectre Spirit's caravan as your clockwork steed, your giant bullfrog, is pulling you. As you do hear that call, and the decision was left to you before you did anything else, you do see what seems to be, as the cloak kind of peels back a bit, you see the face of, like, a smaller figure. It's a red-headed gnome with freckles on her face going, "Please, if anybody could help!" She looks very desperate. I mean, blood is soaked into her, like, into her garb. The closer you're getting and you're seeing her, it doesn't look like she's, like, it's like a cloak to, like, conceal herself. It looks like her own adventuring cloak that's thrown over her head. As, like, it kind of, like, falls down a little bit in the, like, in the turn to see, like, people coming down the road. She is off on the side in the ditch, but she does throw her arms up, like, real desperate. She goes, "Please, anybody, please! Hello! Please don't leave me behind! I don't even care for this person! I need help!" And she is
I
thrown...
think I would like to have somebody explain to me why the cart is moving.
You know that, and, you know, there's a screaming woman outside. I'd worry about that first, and then we can talk about the rest of it over a campfire.
Because I feel like I've been kidnapped. Okay.
It
You
works out.
have.
Oh,
but we'll
lovely.
chat about it. Don't even worry about it. We'll chat about it. It's fine.
Is this woman running
cool.
towards the cart?
She is getting
Yeah,
off of the
questions.
ditch, like, and, like, trying to flag. She's not in front of it, but she is, like, you guys are coming up on her. You could, like, the road doesn't stop there.
Does it look like the two of them are in cahoots? Like, are they together?
They're not
on
wearing
this?
matching
Or
clothing.
is one of them...
No,
Is
one of
one
them
of
has...
Is one of them attacking the other one?
One of them is laid out. So to describe the entire scenario,
Oh.
one is laid out in this ditch, bloodied, and their cloak is bloodied. The other one, like, you could still see, like, maybe this was a little bit more recent, but their cloak looks a little bit more charred as well. You see the one that's standing and waving their arms is in, like, better, like they're not bloody. They do have blood on their hands, but it looks like they were holding the person, like, talking to them right before they jumped up. And she stands,
Okay.
she's small, she's a gnome, so she stands probably roughly around 2.5 feet. And she is, like, off the side, but you can still see that, like, you guys could pass her. As, like, you guys are looking, she goes, "Wherever you're going, I can help you figure it out! I could offer service, please, anything! I just need help!" As
I'd
she...
like to roll insight.
Absolutely.
I would also like to roll insight.
Absolutely. Anybody that'd like to, go for it.
Yes.
Okay.
That would... Oh. Oh. Ooh.
17.
That would be a... That's a 20 if you adjust for inflation.
Oh.
Adjusting for inflation,
That's fun.
respect it. She.
I have a whole list of ways to say basically dirty 20.
Okay.
I'm ready to hear all of them, please.
I have so many.
Both of you see her. She looks desperate. Like she looks genuine in her desperation. It doesn't look like she's like trying to like. It's like a gross call for help. Like she's just trying to throw anything out. She looks like very frantic. It looks like the situation is scaring her.
You know, there's a couple of ways that someone can scream for help. They might genuinely need help, or, you know, they're desperate for something. They could be desperate for us, for our lives, for our money, for our food. So let's be careful.
If you guys like I'm like now invested in this story, right? Like what happened to them? So like if you guys want to like roll off, you can, but I kind of want to see what's going on.
Oh my
The smaller, the more
God.
dangerous, to be totally honest.
Well, okay, so Dante, before you give me like any attitude, I'm already dead. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what happens to me. I could return to the earth and be happy about it. Save your sass.
I'm not worried about them killing us. I'm worried about them slowing us down, dog.
How
But
would they
if you want a
slow
pet
us
project-
down? I can just cast cure wounds.
And what are we running
leave them on
from?
their way.
We'll get to
We'll
that.
let you know.
I'm gonna try very hard to get an answer. But sure,
You're welcome,
how
Paul.
far away can you cast wounds of healing?
Your wounds. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have to touch the person.
Oh,
So I need to technically get off the wagon. Hey, Argyle, could you, like, slow us down just a bit?
I can literally just pick her up as we move past. We don't have to slow down.
He says as you
Alright.
say that, doll. He goes, "Yeah, that's fine. Are you planning on doing something about that?" And then he looks at the Smoke Spite twins. He goes, "Are you guys just gonna keep on going?"
The gods above, we can stop if that's what you want to do, doll.
look, I don't want to piss off our driver, to be fair.
He's
I fear
already
the
dead.
driver more than I fear the child.
Box already
Small-
checked.
Well, Argyle,
Yes,
are you going to
thank-
judge us?
Now,
You are
Like right
opening up
right
Oh,
now.
I know you've
ocean of
been-
problems,
I know
doll.
you have opinions about what we just did in Pentagram Haven, so...
What?
I would never disrespect the group of you.
That's a lie.
Okay, I'm getting off now.
He,
And
like,
I'm just
goes,
gonna open the
slows it.
door, and
He's like, "Whoa!"
I don't mind getting out of it as it's still moving. I will break my legs, it's fine.
What?
I'll get out of it and just roll if I need to. And just step out and be like,
Foxmoth will
"Hey."
help. Like, she'll lay her paw out for you to take it.
No, you're fine. I got this. Like, I totally got this. I'm just kidding. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
Don't
kidding.
scare me like that.
Um,
Okay.
It's fine. It's
Pretty
just
sure
a little
you're the only
mold.
one
It's fine.
who can-
Yeah. No. Okay. I'm gonna go talk to them real quick. You can stay here if you want. You don't have to come. It's okay.
I'm gonna go with you just in case.
Okay. Great. Because they might be scared of me too. So, I mean, looking at a cute little kitty person, and I mean that in the most respectful of ways,
Oh, I can.
might, like, calm their feels. Yeah.
Do you want me to put on the big eyes?
Yeah.
I've used that to lure
If you
many a
wanna.
victim.
Maybe not in, like, a alluring type of
Oh.
way, but, like, in the way that, like, you're like...
I could purr.
You could. Whatever you think would bring them comfort and not trying
Yeah?
to, like,
Oh.
attack them or take something from them.
I'll think on that.
You know, yeah. No, you're great. No, it's gonna be fine. No, you're great. You're doing great already.
Gods
Okay,
above, if
I'm
you
gonna go
don't
over
keep
that.
complimenting each other, she's gonna bleed out before you
Yeah,
even
you guys
fucking
are
get
having this
there. I'm
conversation, and
gonna
she's just
hop
like
over the cart.
standing above, like
Yeah.
trying to like
Basically.
push.
Hop over the side of the cart.
Lay Queen!
It's fine. We're here to help. It's fine. Okay, so what's the situation? Like, is this person who is the how should I address the person on the ground? From their appearance, she, her, he, him, they, them. Any of the above.
Dead.
Are you asking like
Okay, fair.
the gnomish person that's
I'm
there?
asking the GM.
The GM, okay. The one that's laying
Yes.
flat, like bloodied. That one you don't know yet. You can't like the cloak is like covering him pretty good.
Still.
Yeah, like it's still pretty like you see the person
Okay.
that's like on top, which is the gnomish lady is just trying to like stop the bleeding. The closer you're getting, you're realizing that like maybe this isn't blood. Like it's something the color doesn't match, but she's like above him just trying to like hold where she sees like the blood, where she thinks the blood is coming out of.
What would be a
Okay.
good role to determine that? Medicine?
Yeah, you can do, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I have a
Would
plus
you like me to
0.
roll it, or do you want to roll it? I have.
got a
I think my modifier is a little
16.
bit better.
I
I
got a
can also
16.
roll medicine. Ooh, I have a plus 8 to medicine.
Oh, yeah.
28.
Okay, whatever.
Foxmoth, you
That's like me rolling stealth.
it looks like it has like the same properties as blood, like stained on them, but it isn't blood, and you can't tell exactly what makes it different. I would say the only thing that you do notice is like they're still bloodied like a humanoid would be. Like they're still like it looks like it's not like artificial, like they sprayed the cloak with it. Like it looks like
Yeah.
it is staining the cloak.
Can I see an open wound?
You can't. It's covered by
Well,
the
they have
cloak.
a
Yeah,
cloak. Yeah.
the cloak is like it's like staining from underneath. Like it's like if somebody like got shot or something, like it looks like it's like coming up from the wound that's underneath the cloak.
Okay, I'll do my next potential move after you explain what a stellar roll the 28 gets.
With the 28, you don't know a lot about this situation. But
Okay.
one thing I will say is like I will say with the amount of time that you've spent like scaring poachers off and scaring off like different entities that have used like I wouldn't say like modern but like less modern firearms, this looks like an oil. Like it looks like some kind of oil, but you don't it's hard to
Oh.
really figure out.
It's an automaton.
Yes, I know very little about that. And they're doing CPR on them?
They're trying anything. They look like they're just like struggling and not pretending, but like they don't know what to do. They just look like in a state of shock. Like they're trying to do CPR, like it's helping, and it's not really doing anything. And she's just like, if anybody could do something, that'd be fantastic. Everyone seems to really just be looking and kind of doing whatever you're doing, but
Assessing the situation
We are
for safety.
safely assessing the situation. Yeah. Argyle, can you come over here for a sec? And I'm gonna, at the same time, I'm gonna pull the cloak off of this person's face briefly, just to see what we're dealing with here.
let me, if everybody could.
And I've got my claws ready just in case something gives
I
a
have
jump scare.
You
spells.
got a
at the
healer
ready,
and someone
too.
with a gun pointed at them right
Yeah.
next to them.
On the screen, for everyone at home, I'll describe it, but on the screen, you have an automaton looking like a mix between what seems like a warforged and an elf. You have never seen one of these ever. It is very different. Like it
It's
doesn't.
very Apex Legends.
So cool.
It is. And
That
it's
is
a
so cool.
placeholder. The art should have been done by now, but it's a placeholder.
Placeholder.
It's a
No, I
placeholder.
dig that.
But they do look like a very foreign metal. Like they're made out of very foreign metals that you guys have, at least Doll, like you actually you feel like you have seen it before, but like it is very foreign to like the lands. Like you guys have not seen something made of like the same build. But
Interesting. Okay.
it seems like it like you can't really gather pronouns from them at the moment because they're out and but that's about it. You can't really gather pronouns. It's difficult because there's nothing like super identifying with them.
And they're unconscious.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. that's the
yeah,
other part.
Yeah, I assume. You're awesome. Yeah. Okay.
Since I
They
am an artificer, Is there anything I can roll to determine anything about their, like, injury?
Ooh,
Just from a glance.
I like that. I would say, give me just a sec.
We are being overly cautious, and it's because we have been forced into this life.
I love that.
We take our time.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right. I would say if you could give me a. I'll either let you
Stealth
do.
with a plus 11?
Yeah, absolutely. That's fantastic.
Thanks!
You could do either a.
Stealth away. This is awkward.
You could do an
Leave
Arcana
it.
check, a flat intelligence check, or something that you see on your sheet that would make sense that you feel like you can apply
Arcana.
to the system.
Can I assist you? Is there any way I could assist you in this?
I don't think I'll need it because I
Probably
got a
not?
26.
Okay. There you
Not
go.
as good as your 28, but I'm gonna beat it.
But 2 points. You're close. You're
Getting
close.
there.
What are you trying to discern specifically?
The nature of the injury, more less like kind of like maybe how they got it
Mhm.
and what damage it's done.
It looks like the
Like,
damage.
was it blasted open, pried?
The damage is consistent with being thrown from an explosion. Like, it looks like it's it's impact. It's very heavy impact, and you see a lot of char like on their cloak. So that would be like what you would gather, and based on what you've already experienced, like the 2 and 2 being put together here is they were in some kind of explosion prior to this.
Is the cloak still, like, the cloak is charred? Is it still on fire?
It is not on
Are
fire.
there
It looks like it was put
Sparks
out.
or any? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start. I know nothing about this except for that any kind of leak should be plugged, and so I'm gonna try, like, stacking as much, like, material from the cloak. Whoever has, fabric around that they're willing to spare to just close the hole and slow the leakage.
You do that. I need you to roll me. You can either do a medicine check to see if you stop it, or you can do an Arcana check because it's technically not medicine.
Oh, could I assist
It's
with
Yeah.
with medicine check, and I can guide Doll where to fix said
What?
leak?
You could give a help action for that.
Cool.
You could
Yeah.
roll with advantage.
Yes.
Cool.
I will
Okay.
say Argyle also
Okay.
like walks out because you did yell for him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just kind of
It's a dirty 20.
with a dirty 20, you open the robe like enough to be able to see that there's like, it seems like impact. So there's like a lot of like blood coming from like wounds that seem like pierced areas or like like kind of like compressed thing. Like there might be like some internal part damage as well, but you do see like a couple areas where you could like either stuff something in there to like seal it, or you could like cauterize it with something. I will say the interesting part is like it is kind of like a synthetic flesh. Like the more you're like looking at it, you're not even like recognizing these like the Warforged that we do. Warforged aren't super common in Belisar, but there's enough of them to understand like what their normal makes are, and this is be way beyond that. It's very different.
Okay.
This is a bit odd.
I definitely don't want to cauterize that because there is an oil-based substance coming out of that, and that could just cause more damage. I don't
Yes.
really want to do that. Argyle, you might have a little bit more experience with this. How should we best treat this? Help this individual out.
Foxmouth is gonna leave this particular conversation. We'll prepare to talk to the gnome.
Okay. As you make your way
Like
over to the gnome, who's like standing back, just kind of like letting you guys do your thing for a second, Argyle does like peek over you, Doll, and goes, "Oh yeah, oh my god, don't, I could get my toolkit if that makes sense."
Yes. I don't have... Ooh, okay. Question for the DM.
Yeah.
Does cure wounds work on synthetic flesh. It doesn't work
You
on
wouldn't know.
constructs.
You wouldn't know until you tried it. Just because it's
Okay,
such a
I
foreign
am
person.
gonna try. Yeah, maybe Argyle. Yeah, get your toolkit. If you have any oil or a lubricant that maybe looks similar to this, that would also be helpful. Probably not. I don't know, not a WD-40, but
Yeah.
if you have something a little bit more advanced, that would be awesome.
I have.
Could I
Um,
lend
and I'm gonna
Tinker's
try-
tools?
Sure can. I mean, in this situation, you
That'd be
guys right
dope.
now don't have an idea of how this like it's so different from what you've experienced. Like trying anything could change.
You know what?
Anything.
Foxmouth wouldn't lend her tools. Never mind. I'm sorry.
That is.
I was doing what On would do. And I'm like, wait, no. Foxmouth wouldn't do that.
Well, I don't have Tinkerer's tools. I don't know what you're talking about. You guys are crazy. Can I cast Cure Wounds just at like first level?
Yeah. You cast Cure Wounds as you put your hands on like the individual, and no, it doesn't seem like it's like sticking. Like it seems like it didn't affect them. But they are still bleeding. Well, whatever they are, they're still leaking. And Argyle goes, yeah, I'll go. I got WD-40 too. Be back, and makes his way back to the cart.
I build computers in my spare time. Don't worry.
Where I've
590.
packed it. I'm an cheat. I have an air compressed can. Blow away the dust.
It's some
I don't know
salt.
what I'm talking about.
Thermal paste.
With that, oh gosh, yeah, I know Doll would know nothing about this other than just treating a regular wound. So where she's packed it, she's gonna try to just like if there's any more material left, like almost create like a bandage to wrap around this individual just to keep it tight, keep everything tight. Is it soaking through the material?
It seems like you're packing it enough that it's not leaking through. Like it seems like the whatever
Okay.
the fluid is like kind of getting stopped up by what you're doing.
Okay.
You're doing something, but it's hard to tell like based on the situation. Can you also roll me? I need a perception check with a very high DC.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
So what we
Does-
know is a low DC is a 17, so you need to get above that.
I will
22.
follow you around. Hey.
Okay.
That
Noted.
really
So-
likes me.
You keep on going. You keep on packing.
Does Argyle say anything when he comes back?
Where are you two standing as he comes back in the kit?
On the roof of the caravan,
I
watching?
had already jumped out of the cart when I had made my mean comment to the two of them, kind of standing probably about like 7-8 feet away from Dala. She's just kind of standing over it, kind of looking at it with my arms crossed, just kind of nodding and thinking to myself, that girl might have already killed this thing by giving it CPR. Push the oil out of its chest.
Furiously.
Did we,
If
have
it's
we
built like
heard
an
any-
accordion inside.
How far away are they from us? So if I'm standing on the roof, what can I see from there?
You
Nothing,
are
or-
probably 45, 50 feet away.
Yeah.
In distance.
So if Argyle doesn't say anything, then I don't do anything.
He doesn't say anything to you. He does give you and your brother like a look of just like, meh, and then goes to grab, goes back to where like he sits in the caravan to like guide the frog, and he like pops open like a mechanic's kit, and you see as he's like taking tools out of it. Yeah, and he grabs the tools. He doesn't really acknowledge you guys as he just hops back down and heads back over to the scene. Fox, I know you asked to talk to the gnome, and she's standing there. She goes, "Oh, good heavens! I'm so glad somebody stopped. Hey, thank you, you and your friends. You didn't have to do anything, but you did, and I very much appreciate that."
Oh, I know we didn't. However, I have a couple of questions for you, if you wouldn't mind answering. As she
Yeah.
flashes these big, big eyes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, whatever you need, friend.
Yeah, what happened to your friend? My goodness, that's quite an injury.
Friend is a strong word, but I will say a lot happened in a very quick amount of time. I mean, we went to that a town a couple paces back, and well, there was a big explosion. A lot of things happened. Fireworks went off, crazy, big old boom, and then found him a little bit outside of town. I mean, I did travel with him to the town. It's a long story, but the short and the long. Sorry, I'm one of those over-explainers. The long and short
No,
of it-
please. I encourage you to over-explain.
I really appreciate you. You're very okay. So we went to town. Big boom, everything exploded, crazy fireworks, pop, 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 bam. And then we both ended up on the outside of town. I thought maybe it was time to go. I couldn't find anybody, and I started making my way back north to try to get back to. I'm from Crimson Peaks. It's a whole thing. But anyway, sugar. So I was going up a little north, and I found him just laying in the ditch. I mean, this wasn't long ago. I haven't been out here for too long, but I've been trying to get my way back north, and it's I don't know if you've seen the lands nowadays, but it's a very different place out there. It's very hard to make your way, especially with a whole lot of myself and a whole lot of not 100 of me, you know. It's me.
True.
Anyway, yeah.
Out of character question, how long has it been since the initial explosion?
48 hours at this point, maybe
Okay.
a little bit more, a little bit less.
He's been bleeding, oiling out for 48 hours?
I mean, I don't know. I found him this way. When we came into the town a couple weeks, like maybe 2 weeks or a week ago, I don't know. I'm bad at keeping track of time. He wasn't bleeding, so it had to be within 48 hours, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that is absolutely wild. I would like to roll an insight to see if I'm being fooled.
Yep, go for it. As she looks at you with big, nothing behind the eyes, big old doe eyes.
no.
Like an orange cat. Nothing
Yeah, she's
behind
very,
the eyes.
yep.
I love her immediately. Right, that insight check was 15.
I mean, it doesn't take a high insight to see that, she is, almost oversharing and being too truthful with the things she's saying, because she maybe she hasn't talked to people in a while, maybe it's been, a lot of things, but she is definitely telling you more than she is, yeah, she's just being super honest.
Okay, perfect. Wow, that is wild. So you were there when the explosion happened.
Yeah. I mean,
Did you see it rather up close, or were you kind of far away?
Well, okay. I mean, if you want to be technical, I was outside. I was taking a leak on the outside of the fence. I really didn't want to tell anybody. They have a whole bathroom system there. They have passes. I really wasn't that wasn't for me. I'm not doing a pass system to use a bath. It's a bathroom. If you had to use it, you should honestly just have to go use it. Anyway,
It's true. I also piss in bushes. It's all right.
You live the life. You respect it. I respect it.
I am a cat.
I get it.
Yeah.
I respect that. All right. No, I mean, I went out. I finished my leak, and I was a little concerned because at the same time I heard, boo, whoosh, like what the mage.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you make that noise again?
Like it was like a bow,
Oh.
and then it was a whoosh, it went blah, boom, and it was a lot. I was on the outside of the fence, so I didn't see the boah, but I did see the womb that sucked in, and it was different. Fence is
What
moved
color
and shaped.
was it?
I don't know. I was I seen a lot of smoke, but also I was on the other side of the fence, so I was I don't.
It's alright. I'm more or less colorblind, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, well, I would have explained it to you, and I'd have felt real bad about the whole situation. You don't even know what color it. Sweet, I feel bad. All right, sorry.
Oh, toad.
You seem nice.
Thanks. I really am super nice.
Okay.
Anyways, when you came across your little automaton friend, were they alive, or did it, any indication?
Well, I mean, yeah, like they were good for like a second. They went,
Oh.
huh, and then they kind of like fell asleep.
Classic. Cool. Okay.
Yep.
I think that's all the questions I have for now.
Can I?
Well, actually, no, I do have one more. I'm so sorry. Where are you going?
That is a great question, and something that I wanted to ask the very same. Because I can't get north. I need to get back to Crimson Peaks. Or at least maybe like one of those hitchhiker situations where you get them halfway, get them to like the connecting areas, and I can't make it on my own. I will say besides the roads being bad, there's the problem with the whole big city of
yeah,
it's a whole thing. But
well,
it's I can't get back into Tarson Vale, which would be the connecting area to get me to Crimson Peaks, and I was wondering maybe if
since
it was...
I am, you're so cute. I will go and talk to my fellow adventurers and see what they have to say. Unfortunately, I can't speak for everybody in this given moment. But I will take a look. In the meantime, please feel free to help the others with anything they might need, and I'll be right back.
Wait, before you go, wait, one moment.
Oh, sorry.
I could help you navigate through Tarson Vale if that's where you're going, if you're going north.
Oh, I will bring that information to them.
Okay. I mean, I've had a lot of friends that say that before, so please don't leave. Maybe think about it a little bit harder than normal.
Don't worry. See, my friend Dole is here as well, so we will not be leaving Dole.
Okay, there's been one on your roof that's been staring at me for a while, and there's another one.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
okay, a murderous one that. All right.
Cool.
And she's gonna turn around, and she goes from this smiley, happy, just immediately drops. Like, that's too much happiness and positivity for her. And she'll walk back to the twins.
Okay.
And she'll relay the information rather swiftly. Anyways, they want to travel with us. I still don't trust somebody with that kind of positivity and smile and shiny outlook on life. But I said I would bring the information to all of you so we can make an informed decision as a group.
And the body one, explain that it wants to come with us.
Oh, we don't know about the automaton. It hasn't spoken a single word. I don't think I'm actually totally sure if it's technically...
Automaton?
Yeah, the one on the ground.
You need help fixing that?
Maybe. Argyle's over there, so maybe Argyle should know what to do. I also dabble, but in more with finer details rather than fixing something damaged in an explosion.
You know, we're gonna have to, unless if you're saying that explosion details is finer than what you're working on, we're gonna need to know what you define as a finer detail than someone being ripped apart in an explosion like that.
Let's just say my tools are rather small and delicate, whereas this one needs something more like a jackhammer.
Surgery doesn't exactly use hammers. That was...
It's very odd.
I also don't like oil. It's really hard to get out of fur.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on from that. Thoughts?
Where? I mean,
Whatever
as long as
Argyle
we-
wants, I guess. It's his caravan.
I mean,
But he's
I don't-
contracted to take us, not additional mouths to feed.
mhm.
Or
And,
charged by solar.
well, it's the thing of she even trying to head in the same fucking direction.
Damn, is she heading in the same direction?
Yes,
From
she's
what
going.
you've told
Oh,
us,
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
we're heading.
Yeah, from what you've told us, yes, and she's even got information on how to get through Tarson Vale. I don't know what that means exactly. Do you know what she meant by that?
You know what? Can I roll history to see if I can recall anything from when I've been out here?
And yeah, what about Tarson Vale do we need to get through? Is it like is this like a big bit of land that we need to figure out and maneuver through, or is it a town that we're trying to get to like I thought it was?
Is it a lockdown?
I have
city?
rolled a 16 like 4 times in a row.
Good for you.
That's a 19.
For history?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna give you the base history, and I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more on it.
perfect.
Tarson Vale is a major trade capital. Like, probably for anybody who has watched Arc 1 or Arc 2, probably within the same scale of like what Valenbrook is like. Like, it's a big city. It is a like in scale. There's districts. There's like, I mean, it's built the same way, but they might not call it the same names. It might not be districts. They might have like their own terminology for it. I'd say for the Smoke Splites, like with a little bit of background, you do know like Tarson Vale. While Cosmoterra hasn't officially always been called a capital, like you guys are like the like Microsoft and Apple like at the same time trying to like build bigger business empires. But Tarson Vale was the one that did get actually like capitalship before Cosmoterra has ever been like recognized as a capital. You do know there is like, for everyone's sake, there is a large desert that was normally in between like surrounding Tarson Vale, and there were a lot of trade routes that would go in and out. You don't know why it would be blocked off. Like, you don't know what reason it would be difficult for you to get in, but you also do remember Orifal telling you that nobody has heard from Tarson Vale in a very long time, like since everything has happened. So there is a difference of like probably the state it's in now compared to the state it was in previously.
Did the gnome mention? I didn't even ask her name.
Nope.
Did she mention that she was trying to get back there, or that's just the general direction she was going?
That was the general. So she was from the Crimson Peaks. It sounded like that's where she's going back to.
Oh, that's right.
For knowledge for you guys, the Crimson Peaks factually is north of Tarson Vale. You could like take one of those trade routes to go directly to the Crimson Peaks. It is a big mountain range that separates another like country.
And would be at Tarson Vale where we'd start. If we were going directly there, we'd be going opposite ways then, or
If
not
you-
opposite ways, but perpendicular ways.
If you go to Tarson Vale, it's like a checkpoint to where the Crimson Peaks would be. Like, she'd have to go. She
Yeah,
wouldn't
but-
necessarily have to go there.
He wants to go to the Crimson Peaks. That's not where we're. That's
But
not
we're
where
going in
our
the general
endpoint
direction.
is. But we're
Yes.
going. Our
They're both
paths
north.
intersect up until Tarson Vale, or is there?
Yes. Tarson
Okay.
Vale is like the checkpoint to where Crimson Peaks would be.
And then we could either divert slightly to go to Crimson Peaks or go to our own place.
I think Billy's trying to get us to adopt an NPC.
Nah, that can't happen.
She just wants some shit. She just wants to stay alive, to be completely
There's a
honest.
motive.
It's fucked
I
up world.
tried to adopt Luther, and he wouldn't have it. So.
Yeah,
That's
Now we have another
He
one
was
to
so
try
little.
out.
she's
The-
very little too, though. To be
little.
fair,
she's tiny,
Yes.
but
he is.
they can be mighty. They
That
bite
means-
ankles.
That means easily storable. So like
That's
we
true.
could just put her in a footlocker and she'd be safe until we get to Tarson Vale. And
Look,
we
if
can
she stops
express
biting
ship her up
ankles,
north.
I will step on her.
Express ship her up north.
Overnight shift.
Flex
Can Ash
in
go
the
have a look at the
situation.
body, please?
Hmm?
At the guy with doll.
Do you want to come
Ash
look?
goes- Ash kind of doesn't say anything. She just walks
Oh.
over to them.
I'm gonna go ask the gnome's name. I didn't do that.
Might as well. Like, it's not like the car's gonna.
Well, names have meaning, and
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh.
Khaos. It's whatever. We're talking to the two. We'll see what we see about them, and if nothing else, we'll figure it out on the road.
yeah, I think I'll leave this
I
part
look
of the
back.
decision up to Argyle. But
So no
Argyle's-
one's with the cart right now?
I'm gonna say yeah. The
Oh,
two
no.
of us
No
are still
one's
at
with
the
the
cart.
cart?
me
We're
and
still at the cart talking.
yeah, me and Dante are at the cart.
I
Okay,
the only one that
stay-
left to go see.
Stay there.
That's fine. I wasn't.
All
All
gonna-
right, I'll
Never
stay.
mind.
Darling, what's
I
your name?
I like get halfway to walking to you, and I'm like, you want me to turn around? You got this? I just
No,
Yeah.
I could cut. Yeah, I don't know what I'm dealing with.
Okay,
here.
because I
Yeah, come
and
over.
I like do a half jog over, and I want to
Great.
see if the two of you. I don't want to step on anyone's toes, but I might have something to help, but I don't want to interrupt
Please.
Argyle. And I look
Please
at
help us.
Argyle as they are doing what they're doing, and I want to try something if I can.
Calling Ram.
I would
It
also.
might not work.
I was serious about shouting at the girl asking for her name. What's your name?
You yelled at Ash. You like get in there. Argyle like is like kind of like sizing up the body with some of like the tools he has. Looks at you as like you say you want to get in there and just goes and like just lets you like go in.
I don't look at him after that. And I kind of want to see, can I do a check first? Maybe an Arcana check on whether or not the mending spell would work, because you can use it to
And if he's actually
I also have mending, I
salvageable.
just found that out. So. But she doesn't know how to use it. She's never done this before, so you go ahead.
doesn't use bending on
Sorry.
herself.
She's never used it on like metal.
Okay,
like
that's
not
It's
on
her
like.
mortal
well, no,
enemy.
she wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to use it on herself because herself
It's not
isn't an
organic.
object.
that's a good point.
No.
Yeah,
We're
Yeah.
objectifying this piece of scrap metal.
I am.
We should check to see if
No.
it's actually like salvageable. Like if it's
If mending
Should
works,
turn
we
it
know
on
it's
and off
dead.
again.
if mending works, we know it's dead.
No, because mending works on automatrons, like on
It does.
Oh, it does,
constructs.
okay.
We googled.
Oh, I
it.
didn't
does.
realize that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It does.
Anyways,
Learning something new every day.
I'm gonna mute myself now.
Can I try?
Go for it.
It takes a minute. So I sit there and
Oh,
like you can just
Do you
see
want me
like,
to? Would you want
Oh,
me
you've
to
got it?
like undress him? Do you need to like them?
No, I don't think so.
Do you want me to? Okay.
No,
Okay.
I think it's
kind of
fine.
like cure
I like
wounds. Okay.
it's fine, and I put my hands, I guess, on where the wound is, and you can see kind of like non-hurty flames. There's no temperature to them, but flames flick at my fingers that are like red and gold, sparkly.
You
And she sits there for a minute while concentrating.
within that time, you do get the yell back of, the name's Chrissy Stonecutter.
Chrissy Stonecutter.
Chrissy Stonecutter. Yep.
Chrissy Stonecutter.
You
Chrissy
keep quietly
sounds
saying it. Yeah, it's Chrissy Stonecutter. Okay.
It really does.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Gives you a big thumbs up. And then as you're like taking the time to like mend, you do like see as it is like sealing, and you see as like the part of him them just like seals up, and it seems like the blood, whatever is leaking out, seems to like subside, and it doesn't. You can't tell if you've healed it, but you can tell that you've at least stopped whatever is happening.
Wow. Gosh. Holy
I'm
cow.
not sure.
You. What did you do? That's like amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I've had to fix a few things before. But this is not like any other construct that we have to deal with at home, and so I thought maybe Foxmoth
It worked.
mentioned and I wasn't sure, but I mean I'd never seen anything like this before, and I kind of finally get a good look at it now that I'm here with the.
It is a very, for everybody at home as well, it is a very like clean body. Like as like you take the cloak off, it looks like a very pristine body. Like it's almost like this synthetic flesh over like what seems to be like a lot of different moving metallic parts underneath. And it does have the features of an elf. Like it has like pointy ears that go back, but they're even like synthetic. You do see like a small like glowing inside that seems to be moving, and you see the eyes are like twitching kind of like a little bit open. You do see what seems to be like a
Flickering.
Yeah, like they are flickering. They are flickering.
If his
kinda
name's
back.
Cade, I riot.
I was gonna say we're gonna need to roll for hotness, but I mean we saw the art. Yes, please.
I know. Gosh.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay,
Now
literally-
I'm like second guessing my boyfriend in the hole. So
I literally in my notes wrote down a sexy robot got hurt. There's a scared gnome with them.
He
Anyways,
why
He's
do we
still
do
going.
this to ourselves?
He's still knocked out.
because why not?
That's great. I'm hoping it'll heal what it needs to on the inside. Praying. I mean, the oil leakage stopped. Should we turn it on and off again?
I mean,
And then
we
on
could-
again?
I think we just give it some time, see how things
Oh.
go, and then maybe we could look for an on and off switch later. That feels a bit intimate with how
Yeah,
sophisticated
I've
this
just-
skin- like this doesn't seem like a regular construct.
I've just heard that term being used around. I have no idea what it means. If I'm totally honest, yeah. I thought it might fit the situation.
I don't
Yeah, it
think
might have
so.
been
I think more
insensitive.
like bed rest, maybe.
Okay, but
Missy?
two, like when people or not people, when other things leak, like humans and whatever, they usually need like a replacement for that fluid.
Not always.
Should we see? Not
But
always.
yeah.
Should we not
No, I
see
mean-
if they need like an infusion or?
I don't think we're gonna find anything that we can infuse with.
What? Okay, so like Argyle said, he said he had something.
I mean, all I,
Did
I'm,
it?
No, I don't
right
know.
Here, all
I
have is
think we
the
just-
D42.
Oh!
Standing near the
Oh my
entire
gosh,
time.
okay.
Ar-
You
Argyle
only
as
have
well.
WD-40.
It's up to you, but the little ones, I guess, is speaking for the big one, but they both want to join us.
I mean, are you all trying to offer help to them, or it's up to you?
I believe that's what we've done. I guess it's your caravan to see
I mean, I'm not.
if you want extra people on it,
I'm
right?
never not someone that'll turn down a helping hand, and he.
That's not a very clear answer, so I don't quite get it. But if you're trying to be cryptic, you do you, and I guess I'll tell them to hop aboard. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm fine with them joining, but I have to sleep here soon, so they have to be quiet. That's my only requirement, is they have to
Okay,
know when we're sleeping.
this one
And I
here
sleep a lot, so
isn't making any noise, so we'll.
that's
Oh, yeah.
true. Who knows?
Dante, can you come over
Yeah.
here, please?
Fox, you gonna watch the car?
I see that I have no choice.
Alright.
I'm coming too. I can't carry this
I'll
one.
walk over.
Alright, come on, darling.
Walk over, and I'm gonna do a test thing really quick, where fuck, I hate that I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna lift his chest up a little bit and see if he's leaking oil or anything. If it's just bloody on the rag that's all secured to him, stuff like that. If there's
Basically
oil,
bleeding internally.
and bleeding at all, if there's anything seeping through the rag, if there's anything still kind of coming out at all.
It does
like the joints.
It seems like the mending like stopped it from coming in. There might be a little fluid inside, but it's hard to tell. Like, truthfully.
I mean, this is still gonna be like touching the underside of a 2005 Chevy. Like, it's still gonna get. There's still gonna be a lot of black.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm just gonna take the shirt off, throw it at Doll, and pick up the guy because I don't want to get another fucking white shirt wet. Fucking...
Ew! I don't want your nasty shirt.
All right, then. Unless if you.
What do I look like, a hanger?
Unless if you.
I'm gonna peel it off of me. And drop
God damn it.
Is some of your skin coming off with it?
Yep.
Damn it. I'm just holding him, holding this robot on my shoulder, just going, whatever. Thank you, Dom. Step past.
You don't need to be shirtless to carry someone.
The fucking
Goodness,
oil leaking down
and
my
pick it up
shoulder.
again,
I'm just gonna.
I'll follow behind.
Do you want me to do surgery on him?
No, if he dies, he dies.
Oh, cool.
Do you even
Honestly,
know how?
Ash's magic's
I
probably gonna keep him a lot longer.
But I don't like getting my paws oily. So if somebody has any sort of gloves, that could work.
Hey, not to chime in, I know you're all having some real heated conversations back and forth, but that's a person. Maybe please don't do surgery on him if you're not sure how to do it. Just
I know how to do it. I'm an artificer.
okay. Neat.
Being little ray of sunshine.
He's stable for the
Prissy, are
moment.
you coming with us? Sorry.
Can I?
You have to. I sleep a lot, so you have to. Sometimes.
Demands for sleep that I've never heard before.
What do you mean? Like, I gotta, like, quiet. Okay. Oh, shucks. I mean, I don't mind. If you want me to quiet down, like, I'll quiet. That's, my mom once told me, she was like, hey, Chrissy, little Chrissy, like, you just gotta keep it down to, like, a 1. I didn't really understand that at the time, but now I understand because people say I ramble a lot and I keep talking. And I usually keep going on, like,
Yeah,
long
let's keep
tangents.
it at a 1.
Okay,
Come on,
sounds
Crazy.
fantastic. I'll
Crazy.
keep it. Sounds good to me. Yep.
Come on, crazy.
All right.
Crazy. Her name now.
Woo! We're an adventure party.
I'm flipping
Yeah,
that.
let's keep it at a 1. Yeah.
Okay,
great.
keeping it at a 1.
Wonderful.
And she
I'm going
Dante,
to...
you're gonna love this. You're gonna love it.
I'm already in pain. I'm setting the robot down in the back of the cart, lying down. This is gonna suck. And just... Well,
Do we just put him on the floor? Put them on the floor?
I mean...
He can use my bed. I don't use it, so it's fine.
Oh,
You can sleep in. No.
I have.
You can use my bed because I do very well on the floor with just a small blanket. I have enough fur and padding that no surface is too hot.
I don't know if you've noticed. I haven't slept since the moment we met, so I'm good. I like to stay on the roof.
I haven't noticed. I've been sleeping a lot lately.
You have. Thought Doll would
It's,
sleep the most, but you've
Keeping
been
up
beating
that
her record
disguise
handily.
spell really took it out of you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're don't have it up anymore.
Thanks. It was
Much
quite
cuter
exhausting.
this way.
Oh. She like fluffs her whiskers. Thank you. All right. Is it still leaking oil all over the place?
Nope. It's greasy
Okay.
though. Like, it's oiled up.
Like you can tell because like I set him on my shoulder. My shoulder has like that mechanic's black smear on it.
Yeah.
Like he is a
Is there
2005
a bathroom
Chevy.
in this caravan?
We
we have
did
a
an oil
bathroom?
change in this bitch.
Yeah, we did.
There is not. There is a.
Hence
We
why
get off, go for a
Thoughts
jog,
pisses
and then
in.
jump back on.
Yeah, in the bushes.
Please don't pee in my caravan.
Sometimes you see Ash just like fly off with a little jetpack and then come back.
Okay, well, as long as it's not leaking anywhere, I don't have to get my tools all dirty. And she closes up her little toolbox.
No, I think I stopped the leaking, but I don't know if that fixed anything, but we'll find out, right? Prop him
So,
up in my bed.
I will help.
probably just propped up on the
Thank you.
floor or in a chair. I don't want to get a bed all greasy and oily.
He can. No, it's fine. He can have that bed.
We can
It's
give the
fine.
gnome your bed.
Okay.
They can share a bed.
There we go.
That seems
Problem solved.
unnecessary. Okay. All right.
Chrissy, are you comfortable sharing a bed with your friend? It's like a one bedroom situation.
I think they just from
Enemies to lovers, maybe.
Definitely not enemies to lovers. But I will say,
strangers to lovers.
definitely still enemies to, and maybe enemies. I don't know. He never really. I don't think he really enjoyed my presence. I think I was more.
Did
of
you
a
ever
force.
have a
That's
conversation?
so weird.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually took him to Pendragon. He was traveling to Pendragon, and I was like, "Hey, I'll help." It was a whole thing. But anyway, yeah, I got him there, and then yeah, I wasn't like in charge of him. I'm sorry, I'm rambling again. My mom always told me not to do that, so I keep myself back. I keep it to a one, like you said. I keep it down.
Did your mother go deaf?
Are kidnapping the metalhead.
What?
Did your mother go deaf by chance?
How did you know? Wait, have you been to my family's house? Have you met my mom? You've not met my mama.
It just happens to, gnomes when they get older, they lose their hearing quite suddenly.
I've never heard that in my entire life ever, but I guess they
wild.
Okay. Maybe you know more about gnomes. Respect.
I
I
leaned
so
over
do.
to Foxmoth. Maybe she made herself deaf. That's why she hasn't heard it before.
It's quite possible.
Okay, so
Point
Chrissy,
about your
where
statement.
do you want to sleep?
Are you
do you
saying
want to
crazy or
be?
Chrissy? I'm Chrissy. So I'm
You're crazy. No, I'm so
Okay.
sorry, Chrissy.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I don't. I mean, I would prefer not. Maybe like, I wouldn't have to sleep next to him. He probably wouldn't be really cool with that. He had a personal space thing, but I don't mind. I don't know. You got like a tiny little nook I could stay in, or like maybe even like.
But we got some cupboards.
God, it's
Like a
fucking
cat,
full
a
of
bird.
me.
Okay, I'll make do.
We got some
Question
lovely
regarding
dish
your
rags
story.
that would make a great blanket.
Okay, seems a little.
Question regarding your story, Christy, by the way, just to butt in before we talk about dish rag blankets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I have a
Um,
bedroll. That's all.
Oh,
I'm gonna
perfect.
say.
Besides the point.
Okay.
You were talking about there's been the word enemy thrown around many times, and also that he was going to Pendragon. Are we kidnapping Metalhead just because he's
Well, I don't mean to chime in. I don't know where you guys are coming from, but no, he came from right around the area of Tarson Vale, and I just a long story short, I happened to take him from Tarson Vale's crossroads to Pendragon.
I've never been there. What's it like?
Tarson Vale? Well,
No, Pentagraven Haven.
No. Well, it's probably a little explodey by now. I haven't been back since the whole kaboom bam whoosh. But yeah, I mean, probably on fire, I assume. That's not. I said that too cheery.
Was he
Yeah.
was he trying to get and stay in Pendragon, or just checking it out and then heading back?
Well,
Because we're heading north. It sounds like you're heading north. Does that mean that this he doesn't want necessarily to come with us?
well, he came from that area. He also came. So, to give you a little bit of background. I only really went to Pendragon because I needed the money at the time to try to be able to get myself back to the Crimson Peaks. But
You're
There-
missing the point.
there's story to this, though. I need to explain that part first.
I'm gonna go
Uh,
sit down.
I'm gonna go talk to Argyle and just let him know that we're good to keep moving.
Okay, bye everybody. So, anyway, like I was saying, yeah, then he was like, hey, he had a whole group of people. They were all wearing hoods. They were all like real like stoic like, and just they just had like a little time. They looked like a little little bunch of angry goobers, you know? And then
Foxmouth like looks over her shoulder like, wait a second, what?
a bunch of little angry goobers. So a couple of them went down one way, and with the crossroads, some of them, there seemed like a sense of urgency. Some of them just went one way, and then the one that I took was like, I have a goal for myself, blah, blah, blah. Something about splitting up, and then they ran into me because I was up camping at the crossroads, and then I met this man, and he said, if you know the land's better than I. Sorry, I'm trying to do a really good impression. You know the land's better than I do. Like maybe you could take me down there. But he just looked a little perturbed. He was pretty grumpy for some of the. Doesn't seem like he might have always been a grumpy guy, but at the time he's a little grumpy. And then we traveled together, and he didn't want to hear me. He quite obviously, maybe just has like a sensitive hearing thing or something, and maybe just didn't want to hear me talk the entire time. But he was always constantly putting a pillow over his head and sleeping on the ground. And yeah, I mean, and then we got to the town, and then he immediately split up from me. And then I stayed at the town for a little bit until I was getting ready to go back up, and then I took a leak, and boom, now we're back.
This person's name is Chrissy, not Albie.
Nope. Chrissy. C-H-R.
Not
Fresh fucking demon have you put back on us?
Hey,
Albie. This is Albie.
I am just
Does
here.
Chrissy have berries in her pocket?
No berries, just cheer.
The question that I asked that you said you were getting to in that entire 5-minute and 47-second monologue did not get addressed at all.
I don't remember what you asked, to be completely honest.
Was
You
the
have to tell the
metal
story
one,
again.
If you want.
I swear to fucking every single god above and below.
Below.
Was the robot staying in Pentagraven, or were they planning on heading back to Tarson Vale with you?
Well, it seemed like they were heading back to Tarson Vale at some point, but
That's literally. Okay, shut up.
I will tell you, I can't confirm that though.
Done.
I like you.
Done.
You're an interesting fella.
He really likes stories, especially late at night. You can fall asleep.
You like stories late at night? Oh, I'll tell you everything. Oh my god, I have so many. I'll tell you later. I don't want to bug Doll over there. That's what you call it, right? Doll? I don't want to bug Doll over there. It seems like I might say a lot of stuff.
Oh, go get her.
Okay. And she starts like walking towards Doll's direction.
Like a dog.
Yeah.
Go get her.
Like a little golden retriever.
I'm gonna fucking split you open.
Yabby.
Christ.
Oh, that was amazing. All right. I'm hungry. Okay, so you guys gonna tell me now why we just suddenly ran away and I woke up outside of the city?
You about it, and then you sent that demon at me. And
Well, then
so
fine,
now
I'll
I'm
ask your
lucky,
sister
man.
because she's nicer.
Okay, you stating facts now, huh?
Yeah. I turned into Billy for a second. Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
another portal opened, and a voice came out that spoke to us.
Oh.
They had nothing but deals to make, and wasn't something that we wanted to stick around for. It sounded like they were going to keep trying to come through until they made it through. And the people coming through, they're people too, just kind of monstrous people, and it didn't feel right to make a decision on who gets to live and who gets to die in this town.
Yeah, no thank you.
It felt like a big responsibility, so we told the town to leave, and hopefully when the other people come through, they can settle there, and maybe even join back up and be friends. I don't know, but
Alright.
it you can tell it's a lot of something before we, make the decisions of an entire town of people.
Yeah, that's
Especially when there
no
seems
from
to be a demon or devil also
Ooh.
involved in the plans.
Those are
of
fun. They usually
big
have the
town.
greatest deals.
They truly do.
That's why we're
But
there.
yeah, that is why we are leaving. I'm sorry we couldn't tell you before we scooted out. Didn't want to wake you, and we also weren't going to leave you behind. So
I appreciate
also
that.
we did get a kick up the butt from Mr. Owl about getting on the job. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
feels like whatever the fix wasn't going to be quick, you know?
Yeah.
So
No,
I dispelled
thanks.
the portal and gave them a couple of days. Hopefully they take our advice seriously. Take Doll's advice seriously. Yeah. Did
Seems
Argyle
reasonable
hear
enough.
that? Or is Argyle not listening?
He is like not. He's pretending to not listen, but you can see him like.
Okay, cool.
kinda
That's fine.
sitting-
As long as he can hear. That's what I was hoping. At least he heard that.
Yeah.
And that's the story so far.
All right, that sounds good.
We can only stop a portal so many times.
It's true. I do still have that ring.
Alright.
I wonder if I put it in a fire, if any sort of script will pop up.
Or a portal will come out of the fire and
Oh,
make
that's
a deal.
insane!
yeah.
Some sort of elvish. I can't read it.
Some form of elvish.
Fell asleep in that class.
I think all that ring did was symbolize that they either are or were people.
Mm-hmm.
They were
That's what
the
makes this
spouse
the hardest
of
thing.
someone. But they were married
I
at some
am
point.
people.
Yeah.
I'm people.
Also, you missed it, Foxmoth. So I don't mean to brag, but I guess I'm officially dating like a demon prince. So we've only talked once through a hole, but I don't know. He sounded really hot and really into me, but also like really into Ash too. Ash, how do you feel about that?
Wait, what? What did you just say?
Yeah. You know, the demon prince guy that we like talked to through like the
Yes.
hole.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
through the
yes.
portal.
He did
Yeah.
not like me at all, no.
I don't know. There could have been like some like sexual tension, you know, like something in the air, something palpable.
Is that what you felt?
Yeah.
Do you
And
think
with like
maybe-
me too though, but like I don't want to like move in if it's like your man, you know.
No.
Yeah, there's no U-Haul company out here.
Don't worry. I don't want that man. It is all yours. He is all yours. But I find this very fascinating, and I would love to talk to you about it later if you wouldn't mind me taking some notes.
Oh, yes, girl.
So when you
Yes.
spoke, what
Let's
did you
do
talk
it.
about?
We talked about everything. We talked about our favorite foods. We talked about like our hobbies, what our parents were like, where he's from, which was not as enlightening as I hoped it would be. Yeah. The gambit.
So you gave it to him and you spoke to you for about 10 minutes. More information than you've given us.
It was longer than that. I didn't spill any details I wasn't comfortable with. So
I'm just
okay, so
teasing.
like Ash and
You sound
I wasn't the
filthy.
only one. Like Ash and I like both like were in this conversation.
Yeah, both of them
Together.
gave quite a bit of information to a voice in the ground.
Honestly, I hope he comes and finds us.
Oh, he
Just
said
like
he
you two,
would.
I'd
Did you
love
miss
to
that
see
part?
him.
He said he was coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
did.
sounded hot.
I love hot demons.
Right?
No.
I know. Like I can fix them, okay?
How dare you fucking call me out
Well,
on my
that one there is all yours,
Baldur's
doll.
Gate play?
Help yourself, all right?
Well, I don't know. Like I'm still like do I tell him? You know, like I don't know. I'm still
Well, I can
Let
tell
him
for
be
you if you like.
surprised.
Would you do that?
I would do that for you.
Wait,
course.
okay, wait. Can you like still like talk to him?
I could try.
Like a seance?
Like a seance. I love seances. Next time we stop, Next time we make camp, we will make an altar.
Buy a
and we
Ouija
will
board.
Try
Oh,
and contact
got
him.
some-
Yes,
oh,
of course.
Do you need any blood or
Yes.
skulls?
No.
I can also
Oh.
help with that.
I do have some of those.
Unless
let-
it was
If you have
his
a
blood or
source,
skulls.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Girls' night.
different
Yes.
races. Oh my goodness,
I love
greatest
this.
night
This is
ever.
sleepover.
Dante, you can have fun with your new
Thanks for the
Chrissy.
racist.
Crazy.
You can have fun with Chrissy and swap stories, and we'll have a girls' night.
Perfect. All right. Well, we're on the road. We're moving again, are we?
Oh,
Oh, yes.
please.
Yeah, I let Argon know.
All right.
He gives a nod and goes, "Yep, sounds good." to me."
Let the-
How far are we from Tarson Vale? That's where we're going.
Darson Vale.
Yeah.
Probably a couple days travel.
All right. Perfect.
With Gracie? I don't
Yeah.
say that out loud.
I
Look,
was
she's
literally
heading towards
just
you right now.
looking through my
No!
spells to see if I had like silence or something.
I do have Deafen. If we need it.
When I'm a higher level, I can
need
put
to
her in my
sleep.
genie bottle.
Oh my gosh, guys! I could have
Yes.
fixed the robot. I have heat metal.
I don't know if it was metal.
We can
It was
Also,
try
if
it
oil
in-
catches on fire,
Flesh.
he's definitely
Yeah,
dead.
but you
Yeah.
don't know. You don't know.
But
That's
in a
true.
way
Haley
that
and
would-
I just learned that we both have mending and heat metal.
We could
Well,
cast it all together.
we
Except
have
I like
options.
to use heat metal for torturous purposes.
We're misfixits.
That's fair.
We really
We are.
are.
We can do it.
Show
Yeah.
off.
Oh god.
Y'all seem to be in a moment. Y'all.
Wait,
Everyone
Argyle,
get
wait, I
undead.
have a question for you.
Yep.
Wait, okay.
Okay.
This is like kind of a private question. So I like kneel
Oh,
down.
sorry.
Has
Whoa.
anyone ever told you that you look like a mason?
Like, what do you mean? Like,
Like your name could be Mason.
like I look like I could be called Mason?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like it's a compliment. Like it's not a bad thing. Like
Oh.
Argyle is like a very like unique name. I love it. But like you also look like you could be a Mason.
is there anyone that you know or could reference that like looks like me that is called Mason?
If I find someone, I'll let you know.
Okay. This was
Doll is not laughing. Natalie is laughing.
this was enlightening. I'm gonna go start my frog. And
Okay. I also have something I need to talk to you later about, but go talk to your toad friend.
y'all are
Well,
very
friend.
cryptic.
Not
do you need me to talk right now? Do you need me to? Like, I haven't.
I just found a cool crossbow that I was gonna ask you about, but it's fine. I can show you later.
cool crossbow.
Crossbow?
Yeah. Oh, do you have time to look at it now? Like, I don't want to disturb you if you're doing something.
I mean, we already spent our time running away from something else, so a little tuckered out. I can absolutely take a look at that crossbow if you want.
You're tuckered out. Like, no. Like, go get some sleep if you're tuckered out. We can totally help run things. Probably not me. I am also tired, but I don't know.
Okay.
Dante
really-
seems really down for some things lately.
I
He seems like he's
really
willing to
like.
help.
I really enjoy weapons. I could look.
Yeah, Foxmoth. Yeah, come over.
I love.
Do you want me to just ask Foxmoth and I can just revisit? I can touch base with you later.
Foxmoth is like standing
Mason?
there, like.
I mean, that's you both can do your thing. Can I, before we all figure this out, it is getting dark.
Yeah.
Do you all want to
Oh.
camp out at some point, or do you just want to go through the night?
We should go through the night.
we should probably-
I mean, with pending explosion and other things happening, we should probably go a little farther.
I mean,
People
that's
attacking
fine.
the cart caravan.
Yeah.
I can never mind. That's the end of what Ash says.
Okay.
We are cryptic, huh?
How many miles away from Pentagraven did we actually get?
Fuck
before this
Argyle, I'm not
happened?
letting him have a break. It's pretty much what went through Ash's
Yeah.
head.
You guys got like an hour, about an hour away.
Oh, I
And-
should go farther.
I mean, yeah, we should at least go for another hour or so minimum. Then we can settle down.
Okay.
Yes.
It's about getting some space.
Uh,
This ain't gonna. It's just what needs to be done.
as you guys are talking about it, Chrissy speaks up and goes, I mean, I don't, hi. I'll be honest with you, I don't, Mr. Argyle, what's your pathway? Where are you going? And he goes, taking the road to Tarson Vale. And she goes, well, that's impossible. You can't do that. The roads are, well, I mean, you could technically get close, but you can't really get closer than the fork. And he looks and goes, I talked to a member of those Glacial Exchange members, not cool people, according to my group, but one of them told me that I could take the main road straight there and I'd have no problem. And Chrissy chimes in and goes, I can tell you right now, I've been up and down that main road a dozen of times. I can easily say there's no way you're going to be able to get through it.
Ash, like, laughs. Like an uncontrollable laugh just explodes from her before she catches it. And then she's just like, okay, shuts the fuck up again.
I'm sorry, Miss Smokes, but were you trying to do something? Okay, anyway. No, I'm very positive we could take the main road. We'll be fine. And Chrissy just chimed
You got that information from the Grand Waves? Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Let's go through the main road.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have a map that could get us... I know you only have a map that takes you directly out of the towns that you're trying to help, but do you have another map that might get us into the town that we need to go to? Let me know. And he gives a huff and just fucking walks, like, leaves you guys to go to the front of his caravan. He's, like, even more pissed than before.
Such a tizzy. Such a tizzy.
We'll be
Are you guys
traveling
having, like,
for a
problems?
little bit to Tarzan Vale. Oh, there's going to be nothing but problems with the four of us and him for a little bit.
No,
at
I
least.
mean, like, Ash and Argyle.
Yeah, no, he's
Right,
mad
okay.
because we left and he thinks it's my fault. Which is fine. He can
Why would
sit
it
on
be
that.
your
He can
fault?
stew on that. What's that?
Why would it be your fault?
Oh, because it's easier to blame me than to blame anybody else,
You were the one who was
including
helping.
himself. Yeah, exactly. But that
Mhm.
doesn't matter because I'm Ash Smokespot. I'm evil incarnate. And, that's fine.
Do you want me to talk
I'll
to him?
wear it. No, this is much more fun. I'm actually enjoying this now. In fact, I have a little surprise for him later.
Oh, enjoyable. Disastrous. I love it. All right.
At this moment, it does seem like he's starting up the frog.
Yeah, I mean, we've been sitting here for a while. It's probably best.
Another hour or two of travel, then we'll settle down for a little bit of non-rock
good.
and sleep. I want to get at least 60 miles away from that town.
I do also want to sleep, but Foxmoth, if you want to take a look at this with me, and then
Yes.
I'm gonna go find some dirty oatmeal, and then I'm gonna go to bed. In that order. If you
Okay.
want, you can take a
Yes,
look.
I would love to take a look.
Yeah. Okay, so here it is. And out of the bag of holding, like, Doll digs around for it a little bit and pulls out, like, the springs and sprongs and wires and the base of it and this futuristic looking crossbow and presents it as the mess she found it in to Fox.
Do you want me to fix it?
Do you think you can?
Artificer here. I can fix anything with a good will.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. And like,
Yes. Okay.
I've never used a crossbow before, but if you like fix it and you're like, oh my gosh, I've fallen in love with this, like you're more than welcome to like have it too. Like, or we can share it. Oh my gosh, how fun would that be? We could share it back and forth.
Okay. Perfect. All right, I've got the
Sleep
tools I
over,
need.
sharing things, sexual tension between Ash and Argyle, like, oh, what's gonna happen next, right?
What?
Crazy! Get off of that. What? No. She was climbing one of the bunks. Like, where did we decide she was going? In a cupboard. Get off the bunks.
I
I am having regrets.
sorry. Okay. I'm getting. I didn't know if the pillow was up for grabs, but that's fine. I'm gonna go down to the cupboard and I will.
It's my pillow, you fiend!
Okay, that's fine. You didn't say. No one said anything. I didn't realize there was rules.
It's
I'm-
claw marks on the wall. I
I
claimed
will
it.
continue to not say anything because, you know,
She'll
never mind.
start a conversation with you. She will.
I'm
Don't
immediately
try
gonna step off the back and lift myself onto the roof of the caravan.
I don't want you
Leaving.
up here either.
I'm coming up here for a moment.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Twins
Be
are having a
fucking-
sleepover.
Be a fucking
How
safety
cute.
net
Family
for me
road
for
tripping,
one
just-
moment, Ash. God.
Yeah, you can come join me. It's fine. I'm just joking.
Billy, what should I roll to work on fixing this crossbow?
I will say, you could roll. Give me just a second. You could roll. I will say, just a flat intelligence check to see if you can start working on it, or an Arcana check to see if you can kind of decipher it to work on it, like figure out what kind of like.
Okay, I'll do an Arcana.
Hit me with it.
That's a 9.
9?
That's okay.
With a +7.
It is very
Brutal.
difficult to figure out what kind of metal this is. But I will say, if you want to spend the next hour while you guys are traveling, trying to either decipher it or fix it, and tell me which one you're trying to do. Like, if you're trying to fix it based on what you know, or if you're trying to figure out what kind of contraption it is.
Figuring it out first is her priority before actually fixing it, because she can't fix it without understanding it.
Gotcha. Then, with a 9, you will spend the next hour trying to figure it out.
Okay. I'll take 2 hours if that's what it takes. Because this is something she quite enjoys doing.
Got
And
it.
she's got a deep hyper focus that you can only break her out of if you say it's time for the seance.
Good one.
Noted.
Good safe word.
Oh, great. I don't want to have to update my save word to seance.
This cat folds to 3 things. They are demons, robots, and Ash.
This sounds like an episode. What is the series on Netflix? Like Love, Death, and Robots?
Death and robots.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
That's
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
so good.
So good. Yeah.
3 things, but they fold.
That, yeah. Almost like that is the theme of our campaign so far. Love, death, robots. Yes. Accurate.
Tracks.
And cats.
Now it is.
Love, death, robots, cats.
Meow.
What? are
Oh,
you-
Foxmouth is purring as she is working on this. She's very happy and very content.
I can dig it.
Just had to point out that flavor.
What are the
Very
rest of you
cute.
guys doing within that hour as you guys travel?
At some point, I'm gonna dirty up some oatmeal and come back and sit with Fox as we're figuring this out.
Just lying on the top of the vehicle, looking up at the sky, and just that's where I am. There is nothing to add to this that won't make it worse.
Ash, was there anything you were doing?
No, Ash is just on the roof, chilling, writing in her book, having a think. She pulls out a couple of scrap bits of paper and starts like writing something, but like then puts it away and then pulls it back out like 10-15 minutes later and then like writes like an extra few words and then puts it away again, and then that's pretty much what she's doing.
All right. As all of you were doing that, after the hour kind of subsides, Foxmoth, I need you to roll me a perception check with a very high DC.
Nice preface.
There it is. Where's my perception? There it is.
Wait, I give them guidance. I tap them for guidance.
How much is
Yeah.
guidance?
D4. It's a D4 that you add
Sure.
to skill check.
Okie dokie. Excellent. So that is a total. Oh, I cleared it. Is anyone on the character sheets? Oh wait, never mind. It came back. It didn't actually clear. 27.
With a
Nice.
27, you are clearing this like debris. It's very, to give a rundown, if anybody didn't hear it in the last episode when Dahl found the crossbow, it was very charred. It was like really hard to make out like what exactly it was, but I will say it was not only was it charred, but it was a very foreign metal as well. Like it was something that just wasn't recognizable based on the known alloys that we contain on our plane. That can be very easily explained based on like, you know, the merging of the planes and having all these different visitors from all over the place. As like you start clearing a little bit more and a little bit more off of this, it seems like it's non-functional anymore, obviously. But at some point, it looks like it had two, like, cartridges. One of them looks like it was for, like, burning, like, maybe, like, a spell scroll. Like a tiny little thing that almost has, like, sigils, like, that are burnt out of it. And then the other side of it looks like it encased like the bolt that actually like went on and like was fired out of it. I will say with a
Oh, sorry. No, keep going.
with a 27, it was like the last of the ammo was already fired out of it. You can see that like whatever the sigil was, whatever like the spell scroll was, that was spent. And the bolt, however, like it looks like there was traces inside of like a really faint, already worn off residue, like a very, very faint residue.
Since I rolled a really high perception, I'm gonna put a thought that I had into Foxmoth. Is Doll still there? Sitting next to Foxmoth? She's gonna kind of she like turns her head towards you, but her eyes are still fixated on the thing, so she can like basically show you that she's talking to you. And she's gonna say, you know, this is rather odd. So there's a spot here basically for using burning scrolls. This other spot here, and she'll take this like really long, thin, sharp piece of metal that she was using and point towards it. This is where the bolt would be fired. There's some residue that you can see here. I had a thought that if they put the scroll here, it somehow imbued the magic into the bolt to have it fire. So then whatever scroll they used, the bolt used it.
That's
Fascinating.
ingenious.
It
I
is.
have never heard of anything like that before.
I've not
Like,
either.
is that even legal? Right? Like,
Oh, for sure not.
crazy.
I wonder if I can fix it. And you can use it.
Do you want
and
help?
use it. Yes,
W-
please.
Yeah, we can absolutely. Let's share. I'm
Yeah,
down.
let's try and
Yes.
fix it. I would love
Okay.
to.
Also, okay, so like
Yes.
when Ash was working on our elven friend up here, she used mending. I also have a mending. So what if, hear me out, what if I tried using mending on this? Do you think it would work?
I think so, and I think I can help more or less control the mending if I also use like a heat metal at a really low temperature.
Ooh.
Probably do that.
Are you conducting surgery?
Basically, yeah.
What?
Let's
That's
do it.
wild. That's very
Let's
cool.
do it. Let's try
Okay.
it.
Let's try
Alright.
it. Okay.
And I'll cast heat metal.
Okay.
And I'll point my spindly, bony, and rotting, bloated fingers down at this thing
I
and
need-
cast mending.
Both of you to like roll me a performance check to like not
Okay.
fuck the metal up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yikes.
16. Wait. Does
Roll the 3, and
wait?
I have a negative 2.
Oh wait.
Yes.
I had an idea. Let me read this real quick. Magical tinkering: imbue a tiny non-magical item with a magical property of your choice. 5 feet radius light takes up to 6 seconds to record a message, emit odor, sound, static, visual effects. Maximum of 3 objects at a time. Could I manipulate with magical tinkering so then it more or less cancels out the low roll that Doll had?
I will say, even with Doll's low roll, it together it won't ruin what you guys are doing. Like,
Okay.
it's not going to
Okay.
screw up what you're doing.
Okay.
She's just casting Mending.
I'm desperate to not let this be broken.
If it was a nat 1, I would absolutely tank it. But I will say,
The dirt.
It's a
on
dirty
your,
one.
yeah, on your side though,
Dirty one.
heat metal is precise. Like you are heating up like
Perfect.
an unknown alloy. You do together like piece it back together, and it does kind of like even like the charred kind of comes off of it. This metal looks familiar to you guys. Like you just can't play, like you're not picking out exactly like where you've seen this, but
Can I meander a guess?
Sure.
Is it the same type of metal that our robot friend is made from?
you look over at the passed out friend on your side, and as you look over to your right, he is still just passed out.
You changed the music.
But looking at him, yeah, I mean he's made of very similar alloy, if not the same alloy, as whatever this is, and
Okay.
it definitely, like, to describe it before, it was very clean with like a sleek blue line that was kind of going through it, but it was very charred and burned and dirty before. Now that it's like very cleaned off, they do have the same like whatever he's made of is a very similar cleaned, polished, like synthetic metal. Not the skin that he has, but like what's underneath is like the same thing, or it looks the same at least.
She'll be still doing her little surgery, and then she'll just go,
If he needs like a bone graft, we know where to get some of that.
or if we can't fix this, he might know how.
Ooh, good point. Yes, because that makes sense. Because like I am made of flesh. I also know how to fix things made of flesh. Yeah, that's usually how it works.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. She just goes right back to work.
That's funny. Cool. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by Fox's skills to be able to get it to this point. So,
I am too.
Fox, you're doing a great job.
Oh, you are
I'll cheer you on.
Excellent.
I don't do very much, but I will cheer you on.
You are wonderful company. So, since it's just the two of us, and she looks very pained in the face, am sorry for lying to you about myself.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah. I feel like we cleared things up, though.
Okay.
I know that a lot of us can't be trusted, and a lot of us have things that we're not comfortable sharing with each other. And that's, like, totally fine. Like, I get that. I probably won't share everything about myself with you guys, but we're here, and we have to make it work. So, I get it.
Awesome. Because, yes, there's not much more I want to share about myself either, but, you know, you gotta put forth enough to at least trust who you're with, but not give everything away, because you never know who's gonna betray you. Not that I would betray anybody. It's just from previous experience. Anyway.
I already have the expectation that we'll probably see some betrayal, given
Oh,
our
absolutely.
group's backgrounds. You know,
I know who it's
have
going to
no
be too, for sure.
expectations. Yeah, it's me. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Maybe. I'm just kidding.
What a good joke.
But yeah, I mean, there's a, you give as much as you need to. Trust is a very strong word. But
I suppose trust is probably, it is a bit strong, but it's more of, what's less than trust? But still along the same terminology.
My lexicon is not very advanced. But it all boils down to semantics, right? So, like, I know what
lexicon?
You mean.
I don't know that word.
Function of words.
Okay.
Vocabulary.
Yeah. Yes.
I learned a new word today.
Yeah. It's a linguistics term. It like boils down to like the function of words.
Huh. Cool. We'll have to think on a word. But for now we'll put it as trust adjacent. I would like to roll an insight on Doll to see how serious she was about the betrayal joke.
Go for it.
I won't contest
That's a 10.
You're not sure.
I have no idea.
Could be.
Am I allowed to roll a perception to see if I heard their outbursts? Not the stuff that they said quietly, the stuff that they said loudly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's gonna be me!
We all know who it is.
The 12.
A 12, I would say the caravan is moving a little bit too much, and you also are trying to block out. You were preemptively trying to block out Chrissy, so you didn't hear the whole thing.
I'm extra focused on ignoring.
You did miss the betrayal, but you did hear like a lot of like in between talk where they were just
technical jargon.
They're just having fun.
As soon as we're finished, as soon as Foxboss notices that Doll is getting sleepy, she'll hand back the crossbow to store in her bag. Let her take a little nap, lots of sleep, and then Foxmoth is gonna go up on top of the roof and just sit next to Ash. Not say anything, just sit in their presence.
I will turn to a pile of bones in my bunk and leave them to it.
Just
disintegrate.
The visual of that is so funny. Yeah.
I'll reassemble it.
It like I pictured it as if like all the bugs that are keeping you together just disappear and you just like skin and bones attached, and then in the morning they all crawl
like
back in.
an inflated balloon, just like
yes, yes. Y'all feel it, yeah. Don't even need to explain it.
No, that's exactly what I got.
As all of you guys are up there, you do feel like a hard stop as the hour has been up and he is kind of getting ready to set up the bar for the night. Or if people camp and get sleep, whatever they want to do.
Foxmouth wants to do like that protective driver thing and like put her like full paw like over to stop Ash from like flying forward.
Thanks, Fox. Appreciate it. I'm going. Does Argyle get up from the like driver's seat straight away?
You see him. He gets down and like starts like undoing the sides as he's just. Kind of...
I use his seat as like the ladder to get down. Like I jump down from the top to the seat to the floor.
Yeah.
I'll pounce.
And I just start helping without saying a word. Open up the bar. Like what my job is.
He doesn't stop you from helping. He just kind of does his side, and as he like puts the rest of the stuff down, he just gives a nod to you and keeps going.
Don't make eye contact with him once.
And I apologize for taking up so much of the spotlight. I think I'm trying to make up from last episode by like trying to get answers.
Welcome back.
There's no apology.
Yeah,
welcome back.
Absolutely.
Thanks. I I want to roll insight check, but more as like a vibe check on Ash to see if she's hiding how she's feeling, like if she's sad or if like something deeper is going on.
Do an insight check, and I will.
That was a fucking nat 20.
Ooh.
Nat 20, Ash.
Total of 24.
Yeah, you. I will. I did roll higher, but I will let you know what it is for the nat 20 because she is. I said I was gonna roll, but she's not particularly hiding it. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like she looks genuinely hurt. She looks like she looks like she's upset. Like she genuinely has upset somebody with like an intention that was not hers,
Mhm.
and she does not like not being liked. So right now she is like trying to figure out how to best navigate this whole situation with Argyle,
Mhm.
as well as like not look weak as well in that mixture because of trauma.
Which we've all got.
Yeah, exactly. And so you can kind of tell you can that's a nat 20 vibe check.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. Cool.
yeah.
That like solidifies what I was thinking. Now Foxmoth kind of knows. Billy, along those lines, if you need me to roll for anything as well, what's our environment looking like right now? Is there greenery around us?
There is like, it's slowly starting to turn into more like arid temperatures. It is like there is greenery, but it also looks like it is slowly like withering away. Like the places you're at, the plant life is like really taking a hit.
Are there any flowers around that are still healthy?
Roll me a nature check.
Yay. $17.
17. You do see like a small little group of like flowers that don't seem like they've been wilted, kind of like in the forest clearing.
What color are they?
Like a white and like a with the center where the pollen would be is like a red.
I'm gonna pick one. And when I see Ash taking a bit of a break, she's gonna walk up to her silently, take some of her hair, and like tuck it behind her ear at the same time as putting a little flower in it.
When you like tuck the hair behind Ash's ear, you actually feel like heat coming off of it. And you put the flower there and it like wilts a little bit as it sits there against the heat, but like she still like pats it and like smiles, and she's like, oh, thank you, Fox. Thank you.
Yeah.
And she like is like bright red cheeks.
I hope it lifts your mood at least a little bit.
Thank you. It did. Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
I'm gonna go get a drink now.
All right, enjoy that drink. And now I'm gonna like whatever chair or table I was setting up. I like just move it like just 2 feet, and then I just reset it back up like I was giving myself an extra task to do. Forgot what I was doing and redid the same thing.
Easy enough. Before we go any further with the story, we are going to take a minute. So everybody go do your thing for 2 seconds. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. So, bye in a sec. seeing as your peoples. What you want to do? I will say, in the meantime, Fox, if you want to do a perception check's fine.
Okay. $19.
19. You feel one of your party members gaze upon you as you kind of like take a little peek, and you do notice that you're one of the smoke spites. And not the one you just put the flower in the hair of.
Not the pretty
Not
one.
the one you were hoping.
Yeah. Is peering at you.
Okay. Where's Dante peering at me from?
I am still sitting on the top of the caravan.
You're like on the top, like looking down at
No,
everybody.
he's like he's sitting with his
We're
feet kind of
also
dropping
on the
over.
top.
You put the table on the top of the caravan?
Oh wait, yeah, no, I'm down getting ready. I forgot.
It's
about
like-
that.
Yeah.
I'm down. I forgot. I'm sorry. I just literally forgot. I'm
The
sorry.
best seats in the house.
I've done that.
I'm sitting on the corner of the roof of the caravan, just kind of the L of my hand, just kind of holding the side of my face, and I'm just watching. But
She'll take the drink that she was having and just completely down it as a way to give herself some liquid courage, and she'll saunter on over and leap on top of the caravan and sit down. So you're watching me! Yay!
mm-hmm.
Why?
Oh, I was wondering whether you're gonna ask a question or just give the answer.
I don't know.
Why are you so jumpy about it now? It's almost like you gave a indication that something was going to happen, and for one reason or another, no one's followed through on anything.
That's true. Alright, I'll drop the facade a little bit. Not only, but you do give me a little bit of uncertainty and a little bit of, I need to keep my eye out on you, you know. So, the elefante in the room, so to speak. And she, if you had seen her working with, Doll, for a second, you would have seen you see the same look again, this like almost like pained look of like, okay. I apologize for lying excessively who I, well, more or less what I look and sound like. That was a tad bit unfair to all of you, and I should have made myself known before that, because it was rather an unfortunate situation for that to come out on.
Wasn't it? Man, ain't that just a shame? No, everyone has a reason to use the cloak part. I'm currently still a little bit more morbidly curious in the dagger half of your persona. I've just been. I know that you're gonna do it all nice and such in front and away from Ash, but I'm still curious. How has this? How have you and I evolved so far? Are we still on the same page, or are the pages changing?
That is a good question. I think since the evolution of who I am, that part of me is absolutely still there. But I think if you are fine with it, I would like to continue with the agreement that we have.
I mean, I haven't broken anything so far, even though I got a little
True.
bit of new information. I did get asked to remove you.
Oh, how
Full
exciting!
honesty. Um, I don't know why, but I found myself coming to bat for you in some respects. I know that's out of a
Character?
little bit out of touch for me, but
It is.
someone submitted a request and I acquiesced it.
Did it come from your channels or mutual benefactor channels?
Well, look, you're not gonna say who's after my head, so I might as well keep who's after yours away from
All
me.
right.
Look, you wanna be half honest, we can keep being half honest to each other. That's no bother to me. You've been doing a wonderful job of playing nice with Ash, and I appreciate that.
I will say I'm not playing. I do. I have genuinely grown an affection towards her. But sure, we can keep the said headhunters to ourselves until it becomes necessary to share that information. But I would like to try and more or less bond is the wrong word, but I would like to. Well, I have noticed that you are an excellent fighter, and I can stand to learn a bit more, especially in regards to hand to hand. Would you be interested in giving me a few pointers?
Are you, as the person that is coming for my head, asking me for pointers on how to better bash it in?
Yes. Well, no, but I thought that'd be a fun play. No, I am genuinely curious. I rely a bit too much on knives and distance, and I could use some help in the hand-to-hand format in case we get into close encounters with not each other.
Man, if I was made out of ice, I'd melt. Ah, sure. Fuck it, it might as well.
Excellent.
Look,
We'll have a brawl later on.
100%. It's, honestly, I think it might be good for the both of us. I've already seen you fight, and to be honest, if someone is up in your face will soon be tasting dirt.
That was an unfortunate incident. But I do appreciate that. So, and she hands out her paw for a more or less handshake on their kind of like updated addendums.
It's a deal.
All right.
Shake the paw.
I'm gonna go get another drink. Would you like one?
Why not?
All right. And she'll grab him a drink, just kind of hand it up to him, not go back up there, just out of a in the moment mutual respect, and then go back down.
Ain't she interesting? That's all I got.
Okay.
Well, while we're sitting there, I guess Ash is just waiting for customers to come along. Just like, I wonder who will pass by.
You,
So excited.
you like
Anyone
look
come?
far and wide, and there isn't anybody like within the distance, but you do hear like just some creatures out in the woods like kind of chirp. I will say, you know what? We'll do it like this. It's gonna be on a roll. Figure out who's gonna come up.
For the vibe check.
You get your side set up, Ash, and walking up, weirdly, is
Oh my, customer.
it's Argyle as he makes his way up to the front and sits.
Oh.
Goes, "Well, if you're gonna work back there, can you at least pour me one?"
Yeah, I can get you one. And I, as per the rules of how it works, I hand him the hose and his own glass.
He takes it. And he just
You
starts.
want me to pour it?
Do you want to pour it?
I don't mind.
And he hands you the hose and goes, "That's fine."
Alright, and I pour him a gin sour.
It's a gin sour, and he takes it, and he looks back at you. He's still not like really making eye contact. He's also not making eye contact with you. He's like looking at his drink, and he's
Neither of us have looked at each other.
No, not at all.
Hey Dante, tell Argyle that.
Hey,
I can't hear you.
Other
No, I'm just
sibling.
I'm just joking.
He mixes his drink and he goes, "I really don't think that any customer. You probably don't have to work back there. I feel a very strong sense that nobody else is probably going to come for the night unless you're serving our knocked out friend and the other yappy one."
Yeah, well, I mean, I just want to be here for if anyone does want a drink. Why not? Keeping myself busy. I'm pretty useless otherwise, right?
Can I ask you something? Genuinely.
You can try.
And now he does look at you as he looks up from his drink and he goes, "Why'd you guys leave the city?" "None of my business. I'm just your caravan driver. I go where you pay. It doesn't really matter. But just out of curiosity."
Yeah, really, it is none of your business, but, because, I wasn't willing to exterminate an entire village one way or another. Because I wasn't willing to make a choice between people that may or may not still be in the monsters they have turned into, and the people that are turning into the same monsters. I know we have a job to do. I know you don't get paid unless we do that job. I know that none of my other companions here will be able to continue on doing what they need to do without continuing with this job, getting it done. We gotta kick up the ass from our friend, wondering why we've been staying here, as well as some outside influences asking why we're spending so much time in this town. We told them to leave. Did you want to follow them? The town was gonna explode. Again. We did the best we could. I'm only one person. What would you have done differently? I guess that's my question to you.
I mean, I think, I don't know. I'm not an adventurer, I'm not a hero, I'm not...
And neither am I.
I guess that's fair. But it just doesn't exactly feel right to pull away from a town of people that looked like they were running from a building to try to get out of the caravan. Kids and families.
Yeah. I get that. And I'm guessing the adventures you've had with this caravan have not been so eye-opening as you think. If this is the first town that you've come across that you haven't had to keep going just because they needed some help. This isn't the first tragedy and it won't be the last. And I'm not sure who was protecting you, but I would thank them.
Yeah.
Because no
We're not-
one's protected me.
Nobody's protected me either. And to give you FYI, I have had a little bit of experience out in the world, but
Then you know. Things aren't black and white. Things aren't easy. Are they?
he like almost gets like a little. You see like a little spark of like anger at that, and he
Good.
like just hits back
Good.
with, "No, it hasn't been easy, but I think the only thing I'd say back to you is not everything is easy, and
No.
I do understand that you all had to prioritize your profit and mission and everything in between. My only concern is that when the going gets tough, will you all get going?
When the going gets tough, we'll do what we do to survive. That's why we're still here, even in this big mess. You got some demons too, I can see it, and I can feel it, and I can hear you at night, talking about your father, talking about this place.
All right, Miss Smokesbutt, this has been a great conversation. It's been really nice talking to you, but I do gotta go help a customer. And you see Chrissy at the other end of the bar going, we'll be back. And he gets a real like angered just look.
Don't worry about coming back until you're ready to be honest with me, have a genuine conversation, and actually grow. Because there's no point in having these types of conversations if you're not willing to change a little bit. Flex, compromise, communicate.
He turns back and like midway through you
Good
saying
night,
that,
Argyle.
he just
And I
looks
fly off.
He's like, wait! God damn it!
Fly out! Leaving Ash in my way.
The last word.
That's one way to get it.
He looks so much more pissed. He's like walking to the other end. And he goes to serve a drink to Chrissy as he's just like slams it in front of her.
I'm gonna go throw some rocks. That's where I go. I go and throw rocks.
And anybody else? Anybody do anything?
Doll is dead for the next 8 to 10 hours. So, yeah, she'll sleep this one out.
I think Foxmouth got everything necessary. We'll help Argyle with any other things needed and hop off to bed to sleep again.
You help him, and he's just like quietly mumbling, like talking shit to himself the entire time, but you can't hear what he's saying. He's motherfucker
Dang it.
said to me, so I'm gonna grow in honesty. Just talking about honesty, ain't nobody know what fucking honesty is around here. He's just saying a lot of shit to himself. He's grumpy.
Dude, he's shit talking in general.
Yeah, he's very grumpy, but it's just like very like muted as he takes a sip of his gin. And Dante, what are you doing?
The drink disappears quite quickly, and I think he'll watch the road after Ash flies away. He'll take it upon himself to be watch until Ash comes back. Since she's throwing rocks
Sorry, I hit my mic.
with extreme efficiency, I might add.
With extreme efficiency.
Not the first, won't be the last.
Those people kick rocks, she throws them.
Dante has rage, Ash has throwing rocks.
I fucking broke a corner of a building, you throw rocks. This is how we get through stuff.
I love it.
Anybody at the caravan? You like. I will say you do start hearing like a little bit more of banter. Well, not really like that. You do hear a little bit of banter starting to come from the bar area, and it is it's Chrissy, and she's like getting a little bit louder as like you can hear like, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna take the caravan right into a set. You're gonna kill all your friends and all these great people. It's, you know, keep doing what you're doing. And you see like a couple drinks lined up in front of her that seem empty.
As if Argyle didn't need to be pissed off more.
And Argyle has like 2 empty like gin.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm telling you that the way that you're gonna go is gonna get everybody killed. You wanna cut through a jungle and cut through a desert. What are we making up? You got fairy tales to spin? Like what's the plan on your side? And she just hits back and says, I am telling you because I've been on the other side of everything. That path is blocked off. I'm telling you right now, there's not a single chance that you're gonna be able to take any people through the Tarson Vale main road. It's just not a thing. Do any of you get up, or like anybody join the conversation as it's going on? It's been probably about half hour.
I'll get closer.
Shout out in response to that. And what's being blocked off? What's doing the blocking?
I can easily tell you the big old damn barrier. And Argyle goes, I've been on the road many times and nobody said anything about a goddamn barrier.
When's the last time you saw this?
I've been on the roads a little bit, probably last couple months or so.
You miss?
I camp outside all these places all the time, so I mean, literally just told you the entire story. I could tell you the entire story again if you didn't get the first time around, but I'll tell you.
Yes, please do.
I was outside of the fork in the road, and that's all I'm saying. I was there.
Timeline.
Not long
Look.
ago.
What are you when? Let's say, besides what? When are you even suggesting that we're going off the beaten path?
I'm telling you, if you want to make it Tarson Vale, that you're gonna have to detour to get there.
When?
Coming up, probably not too far. Probably a couple, maybe half a day's travel.
Y'all saying we don't even get to look at the fork and see whatever this great barrier is before we make our detour?
It's closer to Tarson Vale. You're not gonna see it from that fork.
Is it magical or is it physical?
It's an Arcana-based barrier that was put down. It's not physical, but it physically won't let you in.
Keeping something out or in?
I have not a clue. It's a barrier that doesn't let you go inside, so I assume keeping something outside, but also I have no idea what the inside of it's like. But I do have a possibility of a place that we could try. But I do know it's going to take that path to get there. And then Argyle like butts in and goes, okay, are we just going to trust some...
No. No. You were the one hired to take us. We will trust you to take us. And I apologize, Chrissy, we only just met. But Argyle's not steered us wrong. If there happens to be a barrier and we need to take a detour, then we will go your direction. But we need to trust the one that we have been with longer and has been hired to assist us.
Alright. Well, I will probably deboard before you get closer. Good luck with your adventures when you get there, and hopefully, you say okay.
You're acting like it's dangerous. Is the barrier gonna attack us?
It's not gonna attack you, but there's a lot of powerful, big old beasties out there that aren't too friendly of people like myself and yourselves who are edible.
Your path ain't gonna have any of those beasties on it.
Have a lot less.
It's gonna be just as populated, I'd say.
I mean, I got here with a party of 2. You guys are trusting somebody. You know, let's roll the dice.
Don't worry. We'll feed you to the monsters that come to get us.
Oh, that's fine. I'm compactable. I'm just worried about you guys making it through the teeth is my big problem. I'm like maybe half about like a pill swallow.
Argyle, this is up to you.
It's not up to me. It's up to you. You are the caravan leaders. I am just the driver. You make the hard decisions, and I nod my head and agree with it. So,
You're also the navigator, Argyle. You've traveled, as you said, months.
I'm telling
You know what you're talking about.
telling you where I think.
And that's where you're deciding to go, Argyle. You're traveling with the rest of us.
She looks
Is
bad.
Ash there? Or Doll's still asleep. Is Ash there? Okay.
Rock montage.
Probably
Rocks.
throw rocks for half an hour.
Strong. Good workout.
Huffing and puffing. Yeah, I feel good after it.
Argyle chimes in and just says, "All right, I guess that's the plan. We'll take the main route."
We have a new plan.
More or less the same plan, just a settling of arguments.
Nice. Love to see it.
Our miss might be disembarking early due to it, but we said we'd
You
give
be
her a
taking
ride
your
and
friend.
she'd be welcome to.
I mean, I don't mean to point out the obvious here to everybody, but I'm half the size of my friend.
Yeah.
And he
Hopefully
weighs
he's
a
woken
lot.
up by then. We have an entire night. If he's still out of it, he's still out of it. But if he's up, we can let them decide once they're awake. But
So you relieving him if he's not awake? That's kind of odd, but I guess so. I don't know.
I would like to occasionally. Foxmouth still totally doesn't trust Argyle, despite the words that are coming out of her mouth. I want to roll again an insight, just a vibe check on him, as well as one for Chrissy, to see if there's any nefariousness.
You can.
So the first one is for Argyle, which is 23.
He thinks he's right. He absolutely thinks he is correct.
the only thing that's worth noting is that he got this information from a Grand Wave.
That's true. But did the Grand Waves know that Argyle was traveling with us and vice versa?
We sure
Actually-
talked up that caravan.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I did roll a 21 for Chrissy, but I want to ask Argyle first. Argyle, you said you got the information from a wave that's great, correct?
One of the glacial exchange people. Yeah.
Yes. Did they by chance know that we, aka those two, were traveling with you?
I have not a clue, but I can easily say I've traveled that road 100,365 million times and know where it
That's
goes.
a lot of times.
I mean,
Alright.
if you think that it's what way we're supposed to go, it's your job, right? So
Yeah, we don't want the owl to kill you. To take you the wrong way.
we'll figure it out once we get there. Okay?
Absolutely.
And then the 21 on Chrissy.
She also seems very adamant in the words she's saying and is like she looks like she has she's saying it as if she's seen it.
I'm really sorry, Chrissy. And I kind of lean over to her, and I'm like, I do believe you, but unfortunately, we have to let Argyle make some decisions, just to see what happens, you know?
He gives you he kind of hears a little bit and just gives you a smug look.
Does he?
No matter, he just looks at you. But Chrissy looks and goes, "I'm just trying to keep you all safe. If you want to
Thank
get,
you. I appreciate it. I do.
that's more than fine. I will. Once we get to that fork, I will probably have to part ways with y'all. But the one in the back, he's going. I think he's from Tarsonvale. I haven't been there in a long time. He might be able to help you get into Tarsonvale if that's the case. But I don't have a lot of information to get into the city. I just know the path that's less dangerous.
That's all right. I'll God knows.
Yeah. And
Alright.
And settled.
alright. Well, everybody mount up and stay honest. And let's get out of here.
Aren't we sleeping? Or are we just resting for a minute?
You guys can sleep and stuff. He's just starting to pack up at like the bar area.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no reason to leave a bunch of drinks out overnight.
Oh, I see. Packing up the bar. Yes. I thought you meant pack up to go, and I was like, I'm lost.
No, he's not going anywhere. No, he's just packing the bar. All right. And that is where we're going to end tonight as we get ready for our next adventure and find out what lies ahead on the road to Tarsonvale. Thank you all for watching, and do check out all the other great things that we do, and stay tuned as we kick back another episode next week. So thank you all for watching. Please stay tuned as we are about to raid a fantastic channel. I already grabbed them, so I got you.
Hell yeah.
Stay with us as we go over, and yeah, check us out next Monday as our next show comes on. You're all great. Check out our Patreon, and please stay awesome, people. Kick butt.
Thank you so much.
And because I never do it, are you ready for more tales?
Yeah!
Always.
Always!
Always!
Let's go. And we are clear.